Okay, guys, I want to talk to you about long division today, and I just wanted to make a recording that you could go back to in case you get stuck or forget something. That's what we're going to do right now. And so the first thing I'm going to send out is the division symbol, and this has always reminded me of a house. And then we're going to put a number in the house. That's called the dividend. And I know that you already know that this is called the dividend, but I want you to think of it too in a little different way, is that this is how much stuff we have. We have 536 of something. It might be 536 pencils, 536 pieces of candy. It could be $536. That would make my day. But this is how much stuff we have. It's called the dividend. The next number that we take a look at is our divisor. And you do need to know that it's called a divisor. But I want you to think of this number as your friends. Remember all this stuff over here? Well, this is how many friends you have to share it with. You have 536 of something. Let's just say candy, because you know Big Mama loves candy. You have 536 pieces of candy that you have to share with 6 friends. That's what division is about, is dividing it equally among your friends, or it could be a bookshelf, or it could be boxes, but this is what a divisor is. Now, most of you know your times tables, and you don't even need to do this because you can think fast in your head, your multiplication tables, but just in case you don't, it's a smart idea to come over here and list the multiples of 6 because it'll help us along the way. So I'm going to do that now. Boom. There are all my multiples. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60. There are my multiples. And I'm going to keep coming back over here for help later. Now it's time to do long division. Long division is simple. It is just divide, multiply, subtract, bring it down. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring it down. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring it down. You want to say that over and over and over in your head so you can remember that. So the first thing I said was divide, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to divide, so we're going to see how many times 6 will fit into the number 5. Well, it can't, can it? Well, what I like to do when that happens is I like to put a pretend 0 right here, just to let me know that it holds the place, because I really need a number above the 5, above the 3, and above the 6. So I'm going to put my imaginary 0 there. But then I'm going to draw a line, and I'm going to go to the next number. So now I'm not asking how many times will 6 go into 5. I'm asking how many times will 6 go into 53. I sure am glad I listed my multiples over here. I'm going to come over here and see how close I can get to 53 and not go over it. Ooh, 54 is close. I think, oh wait, I can't use 54. Even though 54 is really close to 53, I went over 53, and that's against the rules. So I need to back it up to 48. 48. Should I write 48 up here? No. I saw some kids doing that. That's silly. No, what I need to know is what times 6 gives me 48. So I simply have to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 times. So I'm going to put my 8 up here, because 8 times 6 is going to give me 48. And I put my 48 right here. Well, what we're going to do next is subtract. Because remember, we divided, we multiplied. Now we're going to subtract. And let's do that together. We're going to subtract. All right, 3 minus 8. We cannot do it. We've got to cross that out and make that a 4, and then make us a 13 over here. Now, 13 minus 8 is 5, and 4 minus 4 is nothing. So I'm just going to leave that blank. Now, let me see. What was that next step? Divide, multiply, subtract, bring it down. Bring what down? Well, the very next number. Remember, we have to have an answer over each digit. So we need one here. So now we're going to drop the 6. We're going to drop it like it's hot. We're going to drop that 6 down here. There we go. And I like to circle that number. So I'm going to circle it to say that is my new number. That's my new question. So now my question is, how many times will 6 go into 56? How close can I get to 56 without going over? Let's go see. Ooh, I can't do 60. That went over it. So at 54. Now 54, I don't put 54 up here, silly. I need to know what number times 6 gives me 54. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times 6 gives me 54. So I'm going to put my 9 up here. There you are, 9. And now I'm going to multiply again. 9 times 6, because we want to see what's left over. And 9 times 6 is 54. So we divided. We multiplied. Now we have to subtract. And 56 minus 54 gives us the answer 2. Now we're going to, there's no more numbers to bring down, so this 2 is left over. So we're going to take that 2, we're going to bring it up here, and it's going to become a remainder of 2. This is how we do long division. Don't get confused. I know sometimes all this numbers down here can get you confused, but I want you to keep trying because practice makes perfect. So you guys continue to work hard, and I'll be here to help you if you have questions.